The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. We got Darrell Martin, Tommy O'Brien. Tom O'Brien, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow right now down 17, and Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are off 4. We have the gold contract down $4.80. Silver is off 5. Bonds, 10-year up 2, 13. The 30-year up 13. And King Dollar. King Dollar is giving back a half a cent today, down 5.64. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. We have high volatility in the marketplace, and it can go just about whether you want to go into the indices, whether you want to go into the currencies and or the commodities. You can come over to our
today.
I'm sorry, what?
So we got some chop today.
We get some chop today, man. No doubt about it.
And one of the things that you've taught me, so I'm just kicking in, man. I'm just ready to go.
It's perfect. That's good.
One of the things you talked to me about, chop is really where like the floor traders make their money, right?
Yeah.
Like they love the chop. That's the money zone.
Sure.
So, and a lot of people come, and I've heard a lot of people say in the last week or so, like they're trying to decide whether they want to watch the paint dry on their wall or they want to watch the charts, right?
Okay.
And but chop is really where the money's at. That 70% of the time, I think sometimes we get so we love the volatility, but we can get so used to that volatility that we think there's no opportunity when there's chop.
And it has to do, the chop too has to do with what is the span of the chop. That's, you know what I mean? Is it 5, 10 S&P points? Because that's a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing right there. People are used to 20-point moves, and all of a sudden, if there's a 5-point move, well, that's just a waste of my day.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, no, I'm with you. And what is pretty cool, the larger the volatility, the more I really actually do like it. Okay. But what does happen is this: is that after you get the large volatility, right? When you get a 5, 7, 10 points, I'm not sure factually where your probability goes up of making money, but it seems that it does, because it just goes back and forth, and you just have to grab it quicker. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is more steady, and you definitely have less risk, because you can go to the bathroom.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Down all of a sudden.
There's a different ball game. There's no doubt.
Well, it can be easier a lot of times to grab 5 points 5 times, and it can be to grab 25 points once.
And what has always blown my mind, and it does right to this day, is that if you do it that way, at the end of the day, it's really surprising how much that adds up. Because what happens, folks, is that what you're hearing here, if I'm trading both sides of the marketplace, which happens when you have the volatility, it's crazy, because it's all of a sudden you realize that, oh my God, that's, it's...
Yeah, you're just trading those little ranges.
You're trading those ranges.
All the time, right?
Right, and you're not...
It's really visual to me. I just look at it on simple visual basis.
It is visual, and what happens is that you don't even think about it, meaning that you get 3 or 4 points, you take it. You get 3 points the other day, you take it. 3 or 4 points, and then all of a sudden you take a break like an hour and a half later, and all of a sudden, man, you just got 25 S&P points. It's like, and then, folks, what you want to do is quit. Then go.
And I say it's visual. Of course, it's visual, but it's statistical too, because you're going in areas. It's just your mind's doing that analysis almost on its own right, where you understand just intuitively. I think, right, Darrell? Where just intuitively you're like, okay, it's gonna bounce around in this area because that makes sense. It's not too far away from yesterday's close. It's not too far away from
right.
And I have a pretty simple rule I use. What I do is I look at recent areas of institutional support and resistance.
Yeah.
Okay. And I make sure there's like an ice level, magnet level, or like a deviation level in between them.
Right.
So if there is, I'll play that all day long, and I'll use a tight stop. I'm going for like 3 to 5 points. I'm using maybe a 2-point stop.
Right.
And so if I'm wrong, I'm out, because if it oscillates in the site, because eventually it is going to break, right? And so I'll take that one hit, but in one trade I made it back or more, and I got 3 or 4 along the way.
And what happens here too, folks, if you try this, and try this on paper trading first, is scale, okay? Because when I do that, I scale, you know? So what will end up happening is that when you have the zone, what you don't know is that you're just going to go from zone to zone, or you're going to mess around a little. You go up a little, back a little. And if you scale on that, it gets pretty cool, because you don't want that trade to last a long period of time. But in between, let's say, 10 to 30 minutes, you'll go in the money most times. Do you know what I mean? It's just whether you take the money or not. No. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it shakes out, which is really cool, man. Yeah. And what happens, folks, is that you can't do it every day. It just doesn't happen. I mean, maybe if someone can, please call me, okay? Because it doesn't go. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go like that. But when it does go, it's really cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? It really is. No. You know.
A lot of times those bounce around.
Totally, man.
Top to bottom.
And you literally, there has to be a little room to take some profit. There has to be a small stop. And then when it gets there, though, you can't be greedy. You can't all of a sudden go, oh, I'm going to go for that 20-point move or that 10-point move. Like, as soon as it hits the other side of that zone, I'm out. Because you'll end up just giving it all back. You know, and you're only going for 3, 5, maybe 10 points on these things.
No doubt. Oh, we love this. We get to hear from Lou from Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening, Lou?
Did you sell? Did you sell that day?
Yeah, I sold it when you told me. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's so cool, man. Tommy and I don't know if you heard us, but what happened, Lou had called folks, and he was
this Tuesday morning?
It was 9 points in the money and NUGT, yeah. And
it was the day of the Fed meeting.
We were
Wednesday.
Yeah, he was in my office, and we were both watching when the Fed was coming up. We were watching your NUGT. You know,
we're watching gold plummet. Right.
Yeah. And that first leg down, you know, it wasn't there. So.
Yeah, so that was a good profit. But on the way down, I picked up dust.
Oh, you are too. But that is awesome, man. So dust is the triple on the way down.
The inverse. Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey, perfect.
So I'm still in it, and I'm just wondering if it's
okay. So this is pretty cool. Okay, so let's watch it. So if you're over, so I'm going to go through this, but I'm going to show you even on the Nadex platform what I did this morning. So I bought gold this morning, and I did it on the Nadex platform. Now I only bought this for a day trade, and so what I did is this. The reason is this. If you take a look with yesterday, gold got smashed, right? You're in a Friday. They should be able to take gold apart. And what happened is on the leg down, it has already tested the lows twice. And I'm saying to myself, man, this is beautiful. And if you haven't tried the Nadex platform #1, it's a great platform to trade #1. It's particularly a great platform to trade gold on because gold is so volatile. So picture this. You know, I'll trade the NDX on the platform. I trade the NDX futures. When I'm trading gold, I'd rather trade gold actually on the Nadex platform. The reason being is that it's $100 a point in the futures, right? And I know gold can go down 20 points in a heartbeat, which is $2 grand, okay? Yeah. I'm not going to risk I've just seen it, okay? Sure. Where on the Nadex platform, I could buy a full contract this morning, and I'd be risking, I think, $1,121. You know what I mean? Now, you don't get the same upside. On my upside here, I only can get to $1,170, I think. But that's, you know, that's a big difference. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can always roll it over to a new contract, too.
You can, but I'm just saying, yeah, there's no doubt. What happens, this is literally just a trade for me. I'll be in this a couple hours, and that's it. I just kind of liked how it tested the lows out here. Intraday. Now, in your situation, Lou, let's go take a look at gold in general, because you're looking at for something longer than today, right?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just getting.
What I would do, I would close the dust for sure. You got all your money out of dust, man. You know. This is the 3 times negative correlation. I think that is something you can close.
Yes, I was thinking of that.
If we go over and we take a look at the commodity itself, what I would do is this. I would wait until like 12:30, 1 o'clock to see whether you actually want to hold it over the weekend. And this is what you need. We're at 1143 in gold right now. What I would want to see is that if you were going to hold this, you'd want to get it back inside 1146. I'd want to see it up at that higher range, not hanging down here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
It's only a few dollars, but that few dollars means a lot.
Yes.
You know, because if we put that on a daily basis, you can see it's right in the middle of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? It's in nowhere land. It's like, okay, man, you know.
Yeah. Do you think getting back to Nugget sometime in the future?
What you could simultaneously do, if gold is at that price, you know, 130, you could get back into Nugget. Because see what's going on right now, the dollar looks like it's going to close inside its lower range again. Now, it's certainly still at complex ABC on the way up because it took out its B point with huge volume. But when you put that all together, you know, they haven't whacked these gold stocks like they could. But I would first make sure that the gold contract is at 1146 or over, because that's going to be hard to do today. It's a Friday. This is where you take the most deviant thing that the market can do. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's just the opposite.
Sure.
Yeah, it really, I mean, it's just, you know, you're hearing technical analysis, but you're really hearing, I'm looking for a divergence that shouldn't happen. And if it does happen, well, that's telling you that, you know, like Tommy, what happened is that Larry is taking a couple days off next week, right? And I said, you know, it's just put in the den. Last time Larry took off, that's when August 21st, the market went down 10%. Yeah. And, you know.
All right.
And exactly. Yeah. And, you know, and then Tommy turned around and says to me, he said, didn't the market do the same thing? And the market has. If you
Saying on Friday, wasn't it like a calm kind of
it was like
the weekend?
It was doing nothing.
Yeah.
Calm before the storm.
Hey, Lou, get back to those leaves.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Love you, man.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you got a flat market across all these markets. And we're looking at Darrell's screen here. And, okay, so I can see we're looking at December gold. Talk to us. What are we looking at out here?
Well, you're talking about buying it, so I'm looking for something.
Well, here, I think I bought it right around this point.
Did you?
You know what's so cool?
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah.
He has the 1130 to 1170 spread.
Yeah.
And so he was in at about 1142. So you have like a.
Oh, you're like right at the money. You're like right at the market.
You know what was amazing?
Zero premium on that puppy, and you got like 2 to 1 reward
sweet.
to risk.
Yeah.
So
I put in your trade exactly. You're in 1142.3.
There's only two ticks of a bid offer, which is fantastic. I
That's
mean,
amazing.
an option with only like one extra tick of premium.
Right.
It's better than a 2 to 1 reward to your risk. You're risking 123 to make 277 per contract, and you have a few contracts on. Yeah.
And you know, and folks, this is what happens. And I've done it enough. You know, I trade a lot of futures. This is the way to do it because I only can lose. You know, what I can lose. I can't. It's not like the futures, man. I mean, gold and the futures. Well, gold in general can go up and down $20 in a heartbeat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. It's great that there's not much premium right now priced into this at all to give yourself a nice 2 to 1.
Right.
Are you going to 1147? Is that what you're shooting for, or what are you going for?
Yeah,
you just...
$5 exactly. I'm not expecting.
How did I come up with that price?
Well, you know what happens? What is that? One of the deviations, or what is that? No, but
it's yesterday's settlement, and it's an ice volume level from yesterday.
Right, and so I'm not.
Are you just looking at this? Is that where you?
Yeah,
Myself?
Yeah. Right,
no, I'm not. I'm thinking. What happened is this. I was just looking for risk versus reward, right? Versus what I can lose because it got so whacked yesterday.
Yeah.
I know in this. I'm saying to myself, you know what? I can sit in this for 2 or 3 hours, and
I mean, the awesome part. I'm sitting here wondering why there isn't more premium, given the 2 to 1 you're getting. Because the great thing is that if this expires right where it is, you don't lose anything.
I know.
Which that's not usually the case when you're getting into a spread with the risk.
And it's only a couple points off the lows. So,
yeah, it's a great. I mean, This is Darrell, do you know how? I mean, this is where I struggle to know how the market is pricing it basically at market when you only have 12 points to the downside and 28 points to the upside.
I know. And it's gold on a Friday.
Yeah, there's really like no premium in. I mean, even like we have like an 1110 to 1150, which is only 8 points off.
So I guess
there's no premium. Look at this.
That
There's
would
no
be
premium here either.
That would be saying that the market expects almost zero chance that it could go up or down more than the 12 points that you're.
That's correct.
That you're risking. I mean, I guess that's it's pricing in that upside is not really worth almost any premium. You'd have to.
But, I mean, this 40-point wide spread that's only like I said not even 8 points from the ceiling has zero premium in it.
That's we're looking at the one that's 12 to the bottom. So it's like they really don't expect on either side that no matter what
to the top, 12 to the bottom.
It doesn't. But they expect nothing more than 10 to 12 points on either side.
So check this out. Yesterday I traded this too. Okay, and yesterday was the gold got killed.
Direction.
Okay, Now, I waited until it got killed, and I bought it. Now, this is what's really weird. But guess what? The premium still wasn't in it then. And I made a few dollars in it,
Sure.
but percentage-wise, I made a big percentage compared to what it was like.
Small money at risk. Right?
Yeah, and I did the same
Nobody
thing.
killed the market maker. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It was intriguing, and that's I haven't traded gold here like for at least a couple of months in this, right? Yeah. But the last time I traded it, I always felt, I says, wow, I haven't made like a lot of money in it because it's not like the NDX, okay? Yeah. But I haven't lost money, which is more important. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's been it's the closest I've seen. Sometimes the currencies seem to get pretty close, but they jump around so much, Darrell. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've traded the dollar.
Go ahead.
No, I've traded the dollar a few times, and I've kind of liked that, okay? But,
here's a fun idea for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Tommy, I think you'll like this idea,
Sure.
too. Now, obviously, we don't expect a whole lot of movement. They don't expect a whole lot of movement, right?
Right.
But what if there was a whole lot of movement and you wanted to play just in case there was a lot of movement?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, we went in here and we bought this 1130 to 1170.
Okay.
Right? What if you went in and you sold the 1110 to 1150?
Okay.
You can buy and sell them for the exact same price.
Okay, let's
So
go.
if it breaks out of that zone on either side, like you have zero, besides your fees,
Right.
you literally have zero risk on a straddle.
Wow.
Look at that.
We'll pull it up
you
again.
stay right there,
We
folks.
just
We're
got
gonna
there.
set
Let's
this
go
up.
over that.
This is awesome, man. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Right now, you get the Dow down 16, Nasdaq's up 2, S&Ps are down 3.5. We have gold off 470, and King Dollar's down 559.6. We'll be right back. If you're looking for a great opportunity to diversify your financial portfolio and hedge against the falling stock market, consider the new market-safe Metals Hedge CD from Everbank. This 5-year indexed U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to metals with gold and silver components and allows you to hedge against falling equities with a short component on the SPY ETF. You can earn up to 45% capped upside payment at maturity if gold and silver increase in value and the SPY ETF decreases across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on the CD. Don't let fallen markets get you down. Get the Metals Hedge CD. The November 12th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Our man, Darrell Martin, we're going to set up a nice little straddle here and see how this...
So if you can go over those two contracts, which were 1130 to 1170?
I call this a Siamese strangle.
Okay.
Basically. Or Siamese straddle. Basically, I found one when we were on the air, and then in the break, I'm like, oh, there's an even better one. So,
okay.
And only better because if it really moved, you get more money. But that's it. So buying the 1130 to 1170.
Okay.
Okay, you're getting that at right around 1142.5 right now.
Yep, we have that up. Yep.
And then if you sold the 1100 to 1150.
Okay, so 1100. We had the 1110.
I did have the 1110 to 1150, but the 1100
and where's
has the
that
exact
in the daily?
same price. Yeah, has the exact same price.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to
Beautiful thing about the scanner, you can see all that.
Yeah.
Has the exact same price, the exact same risk, the exact same proximity, but can make $100 more.
Perfect.
Wow.
I see it. Yep. We got
so
it
we
up
can
right
put
here.
those two contracts on. They have about a 4-point difference between the bid and the offer.
Yep.
Or 4 tick.
Yeah,
Right.
4/10 of a
So you're
point.
literally
Yeah.
risking $4 or $40 per 10, or whatever.
Yep.
But I mean, if you did 10 of them, I mean, you're talking about a
$40 per 10, folks. Yeah,
$4,230 profit in one direction, a $2,130 potential profit in the other direction on a $40 risk.
We pulled it up at the break, and I was
Yeah.
like, I think this is what
Yeah.
he's talking about, and that is so cool. It is.
It's huge.
And so let's just say that, right before, let's say like at 12 o'clock
Let's
or
load up
something.
the truck, man. Let's
Somebody
do
decides
it.
to dump
Totally.
it. It's really a trade where you do load up the truck, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because who cares about
That-
40 or 50 bucks?
Especially
That's a
when,
no-brainer.
especially when the move in the last 2 days, just the market might think it's normal to go 10 points just because it's moved like 50 points in the last 2 days.
Exactly.
That's totally achievable.
Right.
So we got ourselves a Darrell Martin here, Siamese strangle.
I like that, man. Yeah, no, it's important.
But,
So the next time we see one of these spreads that doesn't have any premium, I'm going to look to that right
Well, I'm
away.
gonna watch them every day.
Should not be able to put that trade on.
I agree.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I agree. Someone's we're
surprised there's not a little bit more premium when you're getting over a 2-to-1 reward to risk. I mean, it's over. It's not even 2-to-1.
Right.
When the trade that you're long, just the spread.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So you go, you know what? I can try to make 5 points on the way up, $50, right?
Yeah.
Or I can potentially make thousands.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is a trade you can walk away from.
And no doubt.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, now if you happen to check back and you're up a couple grand, go ahead and close that thing out, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it's literally, right now it's jumping around. It's 3/10 sometimes. It's 4/10. You're talking about $30, $40 for
Right.
Well, it's so flat right now. I'm actually waiting for it to get to 1142.5.
Yeah.
So I could go in and throw on the other side and have zero risk.
That is so cool, man. I was doing the same thing. I'm sitting there, I'm clicking back and forth as it's changing and fluctuating, just like you're saying, from point 3 to point 4 to point 3 to point, and you wait 2 seconds and you get in for free. Talk about a nice free roll for, potentially thousands of dollars.
No, I know. The only thing I'm going to lose on this trade basically is going to be fees. And I mean, if you we go one more tick or 2 more ticks, you won't even lose that. Yeah, so,
pretty
but
cool.
I mean, yeah, just a really sweet,
That's awesome, man.
Walk away, and I mean, maybe you make nothing, but maybe
and you do make nothing most of the time, but that's that's a great way to make nothing.
Market are wrong, and Fed heads say things, and
right.
Weird announcements come out on news, and nobody expects.
I love it just because there's been so much movement this week alone, where that alone can drive maybe some trading positions on a Friday when the market moves so much. You had a Fed decision. It's not out of the realm at all.
I can tell you something. Gold and the dollar is not out of the realm almost every day.
How is that no premium? Yeah.
That's what is really amazing. Do you know what I mean? It really is. We get a call. Let's see who we get in the line here. Oh, we get Mike. Hey, Mike from Dallas. What's happening, brother?
Well, how are y'all doing?
How's it
We're
going,
doing
Mike?
good. Yourself, man?
We're fun over here.
Well, it's wet in Dallas.
It is, man. My
just a
wife was
quick
driving the
question.
kids this morning. She's like, it's like a floodplain out there. So I think we have a
Stay
truck.
careful. Totally.
I know it. Say, Darrell, are you, when you buy a spread, just as a general thought, and you also, Tom's, are you trying to buy lower than the market? Are you trying to, the spread price being lower than the indicative when you buy it?
If I'm buying a spread, I usually want positive premium, which would be lower than the market, or little premium. So it depends on what strategy you're doing. If I'm trying to collect premium, then that's going to be a necessity. It's going to have to be lower than the market.
Of course. Okay.
If I am trading directionally, I just want it to be within like 10 ticks of the market or less. And a part of it also depends on how far you're going. Like in this trade for the long, we're going for 5 points. So if it moved up to 1147, hey, that's cool. If I only have 10 ticks in there, I make 40 ticks. I'm okay with that. But if I'm only going for 2 or 3 points, if I'm only going for a very small amount, I really need that premium to be as low as possible. So I don't even want it to be really positive if I'm only going for a couple points scalping and getting out. Oh, by the way, I'm locking in my no risk trade. There we go.
I love it.
Check that out.
That's sick.
Bought at 1142.5, sold at 1142.5.
All right,
This
time
is
for gold
live.
to rock and roll one way or the other.
Almost for 20 points. I want a 20 points.
That's great.
Seriously.
That is.
Look at my P&L. Just
It's so
Like
cool.
what's changing is just going to be bid offer, but it has to settle. Sorry, Mike. Has to settle.
I know, sidebar.
Sorry. Has to settle at the exact same price, the long and the short, because they expire at the exact same time.
It's such a great.
No matter what,
That's one of the coolest trades I've
worst
seen in a
thing
while.
that happens
seriously.
on this is nothing. That's it's like, man, I'm out. I don't know what that even comes out to. It's what is it? $18 in fees.
Yeah.
And one side will expire in the money, so I guess 27, right?
Yeah.
So I'm worst case I'm down $27 today, but I could make what 3,000.
You can. We both know it. You can, folks, on trades like that, you can lose $50 every freaking day, and it's just not going to matter.
Yeah.
You're going to come out at the end of the month making
this
money.
market.
Every contract market
Right now, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, okay, Mike. Sorry, back. If I'm doing a small scalp, if I'm only going for 2 to 3 points, I need there to be no proximity because the larger the proximity, the further away it is from the market, the slower that contract's going to move.
Yeah.
If I'm going for a little larger target, then as long as it's way more than double my proximity, then I could definitely go for that. If I'm just trying to trade the market, I want as small as possible. If I want premium, then I want to buy as deep below the market as I can get my hands on.
Okay.
So right now that would be pretty difficult to accomplish on gold. One of my favorite ones is NASDAQ. They changed the NASDAQ spreads after I bugged them for about a year, and they left the width the same. And so it sort of jacked it up by almost always having premium on one side or the other, and which is awesome because now there's a ton of premium in the NASDAQ spreads to be able to trade them positive premium, which is great so long as you're not range-bound trading. If you're going in and going for 3 points, 4 points back and forth, then you're probably going to want to get a closer, at the market spread.
Sure. Okay. Well, you all, thank you very much, and have a great day.
You too. Have
Thanks,
a great
Mike.
one, Mike.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And what is important, folks, is that when you're doing that, I think what's important is that when I'm trading those spreads, I'm trying to get as close to the box as possible too.
Stay
So-
close to the box.
If I'm buying it, I want the bottom of the box, so my
Okay.
risk is dramatically low.
Sure.
Even and if I'm selling at the top.
You're going to be paying the premium on those.
I am.
sites, right?
No, I am.
Now,
Good point.
those like you're paying premium and you want to be able to walk away.
I
That's
just want to
right.
know how much I can lose.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it really comes
you
down
wanna
to.
take
Similarity of
directional
very
stance.
low risk.
Yeah.
And you're
Because those 80 point ones, if you're right at the middle, you better be right away.
You're
because
trading
it's big
basically
money.
straight out futures
Yeah,
for
exactly.
40 points exposure on each side.
Exactly.
On the Nasdaq.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So.
But yeah, so if you're going in and you want to take direction, and you want to take low risk, and you want to walk away from the trade, then, and a lot of times when you're going, you know exactly where you're targeting, Tommy, right? Or Tom.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so that's the perfect way to trade them. If you're trying to hop in and out of the trades throughout the day,
Right.
then you want to make sure you have a small proximity as possible. Because if it's
Yeah.
too big, then you're not
Absolutely.
going to see anything.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Ideally,
that's
you're
the
looking to be
biggest
right at the
mistake.
middle of the strike if that's how you're trading. If
Like I'll see
possible,
people.
right?
Here's a perfect example. I'll see people buy this 1150 to 1200 because it has a $2 risk on the trade.
Okay.
Okay, because they think the market's going up. Or what do they think? It's going to 1146. Well, you bought it at 1150. It hadn't even made anything by the time it's got there.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you have like $10 more in premium, but not today.
Right.
There's no
Yeah.
premium in there today. So, like that would not be, this contract down here would not be, the right trade. Because see how this is where the market is,
Yes.
black line, and this is where the floor of the spread is. And if your target was below that floor, I mean, you're really going to be
Yeah.
lucky if you get out with anything in your pocket.
That's right.
So
That's-
it's only $2, but I mean, it's also a lottery ticket.
No, it's important to think that way, though.
Right.
About
huge.
Yeah.
Huge. This is going to be intriguing this week, watching these spreads, because
I'm going to be looking at those premiums
Yeah.
all the time now.
no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. Because that is the trade.
That's great.
Yeah.
Look at that though. That's even at 1150 is still crazy.
Yeah. No, it is.
It's just
$2.
I mean, huge movements in gold this week with the market still digesting the Fed and what's going on. So it's not outlandish for,
And
that move to continue in one way or another, whether it went too far down or went too far, hasn't gone down far enough.
And right now, there's still pressure on the dollar index. The dollar index is down 639.6.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pressure. It wouldn't, you're in the lower range right now. So it's like, okay, another 400 ticks, and that would move gold.
Yeah.
And the gold equities are not budging. Is that what's so cool about the gold market, folks, is that it's so small.
Yeah. Like
it's
Darrell said, anybody can say anything on a Friday, too.
Yeah.
No matter what day it is, anybody can say anything.
Right.
And there's a quick move, 5-10 points easy in gold.
Well, and it doesn't take. I mean, I've actually moved gold, which sort of scared me, but I've moved gold on my own.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot to move it around.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And politically, it takes zero.
Any day, it seems like somebody in any part of the world right now could say something that could move in a big way.
It's going to be interesting in the broad market out here, folks. Is that we had Wednesday was a strong day, and you can make the case that a lot of energy was taken out of the marketplace, but this is window dressing. They should be able to take this up and over, and they're struggling doing that. So that's going to be. I suspect Monday and Tuesday they'll try the same deal. Do you know what I mean? It's been hanging at these highs.
Well, don't we have NFP coming up and all that this coming week?
NFP.
Yeah.
What is that?
Non-farm payroll.
Oh, okay. Non-farm payroll.
You've traded that once or twice, haven't you?
I haven't, man. I've watched you trade it. I guess I do trade it. Payroll numbers, yeah.
The big
Fridays.
payroll number.
Oh, yeah.
Not the every Friday, but the big one. Not the every Thursday, but the big one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying we got news coming up that's going to.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no doubt. I guess when we look at these, what I've seen this week, the number of equities that fell out of bed are pretty amazing. So when I was looking at the NDX yesterday, right now
next Friday. So we got a lot of big news next week. I have straddle trades on my report and everything.
Nice. And what is amazing is I was looking at the NDX 100 yesterday. So right now, 6 stocks are 49% of the NDX 100.
Wow.
The weighting 6, and 2 of them are Google. Because there's two because there's 2 classes of Google now, folks. What ends up happening is that they're both in there, Apple's still the monster. Apple's over 14%. Apple's still the monster. There's no doubt.
Of the S&P 500?
No, of the index 100.
Index 100.
You know, 14% one star. You get it's Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Intel. Yeah.
It makes sense. They control everything.
They control the world, man.
Yeah.
You know, no doubt. This morning we're getting up, and someone was saying something, and I says, yeah, just get on Prime, Amazon Prime, call it, let your fingers do the walking.
Right?
That was it. Do you know what I mean? It's like we were going to go to the store, and it's like, why go to the store?
That's just moving forward.
It was. It wasn't. It was a no.
Bigger and bigger,
It was a
right?
no-brainer.
Right?
Do you know what I mean? Okay, click, click, click.
You're going to have drones dropping off your morning milk and groceries. I'm sure they have literally strategic meetings right now to say, how can we have literally breakfast dropped off at people's doors? Why not? I'd pay for that.
Dude, they have it here in Dallas. They don't have it in Fort Worth yet. Like, you can go in and you can order something. It'll be here in like an hour or two.
Yeah.
There's,
You can order
And
groceries,
it's
milk,
always going to be quicker, because if somebody can do it in an hour, then who's the company that can get it there in a half hour?
I would
right?
definitely order toilet paper, paper towels.
You can order everything.
You can order, well, in Dallas, like I said, like an hour or two it can be here. So I'm
That
I'm
is wild.
looking and waiting to see if you can get it in Fort Worth, because I don't live in Dallas. And
I believe. I
do it
you,
too.
I think you can get it in an hour.
I don't think so. No, I don't. When they did that same day, there were some products that were available for that same day delivery.
Okay.
I don't know how it works though, because it's definitely not across the board, or I don't know.
Because
I used it a lot, so if I don't know, then they're probably not
They
there.
just opened.
You know, I mean, that was.
They just opened a huge distribution.
Oh yeah, but that's regional wide. I don't.
And I hope we'll get slammed.
It has to do with it.
Yeah,
it has to do with it around here.
They're servicing a lot more than Tampa and that.
Oh, I know
facility.
that. I know that. Yeah. So flatten out market here. It's good. It's for Friday. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. One of the tigers. Let's take a look here. One of the tigers wanted to look at the IWM. Okay, so he's looking at the TNA. So the TNA is the long position inside the IWM. So the TNA. Let's see. Yeah, that's the small cap bull. So
3 times.
3 times. Yeah, the direction share. Well. What you have is this. You had the strength Wednesday.
That ice right now.
Yeah, but
Right,
you know what? And this is on the weekly. This is going to be a failure. On the weekly, you have a hanging man or a doji going into another, inverted hammer or a doji.
It might go to 1170.
That's actually bearish on a weekly basis. Tom O'Brien, Darrell Martin. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 4, Nasdaq's up 6, S&Ps are down $1.50. And don't forget, folks, starting this coming Monday, once again, our man, Mr. John Logan, he's coming back. He's all better. He's going to be 8 o'clock in the morning. So get that right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. Of course, after our show today, Basil Chapman's going to come up and growl and prowl with you. Paige and Nico, keep you healthy. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, and I'll be back this afternoon. So John's psyched, right?
He is. He's back in the States. He was back yesterday, I think. He's got a nice weekend to get acclimated, I'm sure, back to home and just enjoy himself. And
totally.
He's charged up for Monday morning.
No doubt. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN and you're trying the Nadex platform, once you get this up and going, they'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. Now, right at TFNN, Darrell has an amazing scanner. So, Darrell, tell the folks about your scanner and what it can do.
Well, basically, you can go in and it makes trading Nadex a lot easier.
Yes.
You can look at multiple instruments on the same page. You can look at multiple expirations on the same page for the same instrument.
Right.
You can do instant submit tickets. You can see risk reward without having to open a ticket or do any calculations. You can see how far away the market is from that particular strike or where the spread is quoted.
Sure.
Basically, all the math that you have to do in your head that makes things really hard. Not hard because it's all addition and subtraction, but it's hundreds of pieces of addition and subtraction. You know?
And it's all on one screen, folks, which is really cool.
Like, that no risk, Siamese strangle there that I put on, today, if you look at that, I found that because of the scanner. I found an even better one because of the scanner.
Exactly.
If I wasn't using the scanner, I'd probably been like, well, that's great, I'm taking it.
Yes.
But, because you get tired of, like, okay, I got to click here, check the math. By the time I go back, everything's changed.
Exactly.
Like, right there, I'm able to say, hey, there's a $2 risk on this trade maximum if I put this trade on, and I can make $400 to $200 to $400. There's literally a $2 risk on the trade.
Right.
So I can see that without looking anywhere.
That's bizarre.
So it's tying up a little bit of money, but it's not going to lose really anything now because I got these on at the exact same price, and that's because of the scanner.
Right.
And how easy is it to, mess up on all the math when there's literally 10,000 different contracts a day on Nadex?
Yeah, there's so many products there are. As we've just seen, we look at gold all the time, but it's still tough to spot those types of premium-based.
No doubt.
risk rewards.
And what happens, folks, is that you can get the contract you think is right, but as Darrell just said, it very well could be right. But guess what? That contract that he got, if you get the full move for the same amount of money, you make another $100.
It was a better one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So another 1,000 because I did 10.
Yeah.
Like no additional risk. So it's like insane. And I mean, that's all just from looking at the scanner.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's cool. We're looking at it too right now, and you can see, I mean, it's so cool on those spreads you're talking about, the 1110 to the 1150 and the 1100 to 1150, you can see it's the exact same risk, $84, and it's to either 316 or 416. And it's like, that is so cool.
Wow. Look at that.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's the same exact risk for a different reward. Well, it's like, well, geez.
And it tells you it's near the market. That means within like 10 ticks or less of the market.
Yeah.
Like MTM right there.
Right.
Says in the spread, that means the price is between the floor and the ceiling of the spread, of the
Yes.
underlying market.
Look at that, man.
You can hit a lightning bolt and you don't have to open a ticket. It'll just instantly submit. So it updates 500 times a second. The Nadex platform updates 2 times a second, which can, let's say you're doing a binary especially,
Yes.
that can literally equal 10 to 20% less risk and more profit on a trade.
Yeah.
Just think about the time it takes you to open the ticket and submit the ticket and how fast binary contracts can move.
No, there's no doubt.
So that little lightning bolt can literally mean a 10 or 20% increase in capital in your account.
Check it out.
That's right.
It's amazing. Darrell, thank you so much, man. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, Tigers and Tigresses. You stay right there, folks. Mr. Basil Chapman is going to be coming up next. Growl and Proud, Nico Page, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, and we'll be back this afternoon. Darrell, have a great one.
Take care, man.
You too.
I love the videos of your daughter.
Thank you.
To cooking, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.